Well. Cop of the morning. I don't know whether I put whiskey or something in my coffee, Ross, to keep me going.
I think you need it, mate. I think you need it.
I think I do. 2 shows yesterday, lads. And the last one was absolutely a killer. But look, smash a like, subscribe, people. Happy New Year. And more importantly, it's good to see Ross. Ross does the Cop of the morning. Bit busy in the afternoons with work and whatever. But Ross, gets tough doing these shows, lads. Certainly playing like this. It's gone. Whatever goodness we had's gone at the minute.
Yeah, it's. I don't think anyone really could have predicted the season we were going to have, which is the tough part. I think going into this season, we had like so much excitement. Like, look at the players we signed, and like, I got to be honest, I thought we was going to absolutely dominate, and now it looks like we got egg on our face. But yeah, I don't even know. It is what it is, and obviously we all support the team. We're all going to continue to support the team, but I don't think we're the same side we were last season. We look a little bit toothless at the minute, but maybe that's confidence. We've been through a little bit of a rut, so it'll be interesting to see where we end up now.
Ross, do you know what the hardest thing is? Like, it's how it's got so bad. Is the crazy thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, I looked at my post this morning because I seen loads of notifications. Because I put the Jota pictures, that you took, and I just thought, fuck me, this team haven't half let him down this year. Do you know what I mean? They've got nothing about them. Do you know what, Ross? I said to you, didn't I? I said, that statement, you are what you eat. If you eat shit, you're going to be a fat fucker. Liverpool are exactly what the manager is, lads. It comes from him down, doesn't it? He's got nothing about him for me. He's boring, chat shit, and like he doesn't get you up and motivated. And that's exactly what the team look like, Ross. They're boring. They've got nothing going for them. And do you know what, mate? It's like, my God, lads, you're probably looking at a team in the Premier League who are up there with Wolves for being one of the worst drilled teams in the fucking league, lads. With the players we've got, Ross, this shouldn't be happening.
No, we spoke earlier on in the summer window, didn't we? And we said about like the type of caliber of player we brought in was players that would get you off their seats, And I think I said it earlier on in the summer. Like, we went out and I thought we did incredible business, and I still think we did incredible business. I still think it was, in hindsight, we could have done more, but the excitement sometimes it's just not there at the minute. It's weird. Like, I've been going to Anfield now, coming up 10 years regularly, every home game. And it's the first time probably this season out of all the years that I've gone where you're turning up to Anfield and you're not quite sure what you're going to get. Like, I was there at the United game and I just watched United pass round us. It was a very difficult game.
You were shit, Ross, by the way.
Yeah, no, awful. Like, there's no getting away from it. Like, absolutely awful. Like, even when I was there for the Forest game, I remember watching that third goal go in, and I hardly ever tried to leave a game like early. I try and stay.
That's because you've got the best fucking parking space in the fucking area.
Always, mate. VIP, isn't it? VIP.
Basically, fucking in the fucking turnstile.
I'm outside Arne Road, basically. Yeah. So
you're at the back of the fucking net.
Mate, honestly, VIP. Anyone wants a parking space? Let me know.
That's the only good thing fucking going at the minute. It's a fucking parking space.
No, like I've had a little bit of a break. I haven't been up all of December, so my last game was Forest. Funny enough, so seeing that and the third goal going in from Forest, I was sitting there and I was thinking, this is bad. This is real bad. It is, and like results have gone up a little bit, yeah, but sometimes it just seems like we're void of like an identity at the minute, which is difficult because all of us knew Liverpool as pressing, exciting, and the Jurgen Klopp Liverpool, which was, let's be honest, was mental. Those Jurgen Klopp times were absolutely mental. So it's very hard to see it when we don't look as if we know what we're doing at times. But
This is a crazy stat, this, Ross. I don't know if you've seen it, but shout out to River Knights. Happy New Year, mate. 1 out of 100 set pieces we've scored from this season.
yeah, it's not good enough.
What the
It's not
fuck?
good.
What have they been doing?
I don't know. Like, obviously, there's a lot going on within the club, innit? I know the set piece coach got. I don't know if he got sacked or voluntary. I'm not really sure,
He
but
got fired out of a fucking cannon into the Mersey.
they're gone now. So it's going to be interesting to see if we see a change. I said to you just before we went live, I thought the set pieces were a bit better yesterday, not overly, but that's part of the game. Look at Arsenal, for example, right? Arsenal can unlock a game via a set piece, and they've done it literally. How many times we go in the chat and we're like, Arsenal scored from a corner again. They've scored
again, yeah.
And it unlocks games for them, because you score a goal from a corner, then the other team has to push out, create space in the game, and Arsenal are just. I hate to say it, because Arsenal at the minute, they are looking the real deal, unfortunately, but they tick in every box.
Well, they're head and shoulders above the others, aren't they? You know, you got to call it for what it is. You know, you can't. You can be biased, but you can't be too biased and stupid to say that they're not playing well. That second half, it worried me. Lads, I'm going to say it right now, and I don't care. And I never usually say this. Liverpool have got no fucking chance to beat them at the Emirates. No chance.
No, well, we're going to be there, and we. So, yeah, I don't know which way that's going to swing. Like,
we'll get fucking battered, because do you know what? You can't expect a team who look horrendous. They've got no fucking fight about them. They're boring. Ross, we bought some of the best attackers, and I know one's broke his leg. But fuck me, they don't even know what the goal is, Liverpool, do they? Do you know what I mean? You're going up against a team who are, let's be real now, they're probably the best drilled team in Europe. He's 100%. Done fucking very well, Arteta. I fucking hate him. He winds me up. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not going to be stupid to say that he has built them up to be some fucking serious, strong team. They may not be everyone's favourite team to watch, and that's fine. I don't like fucking, watching their games. But to think we're going to drastically change and break them down and make them go fucking flapping around, there's no chance, lads. There's no chance, because I think Liverpool thrive off. Do you know what, Ross? Liverpool are a team that thrive off another team's mistakes, and like you're pressuring them into poor situations and parts of the pitch. They're probably the best at coping with that.
Yeah, no, 100%. As you said, Arsenal are so regimented, and like the way they're going about their business. Like, I think Arteta came out the other day and said they want to reinforce in January, and I'm thinking, reinforce? Like, this squad is unbelievable. Like, I know they signed that Gyökeres, and Gyökeres I don't think is doing that good, but
he's fucking. He looks like he's running around and fucking wellies, doesn't he?
He's in a pair of Timberlands, I think. Big old Timber boots.
Yours on?
Yeah. Mine are clean, mate. Mine are down here.
So fucking is, because he's done nothing.
But no, mate, Arsenal, like, as much as it pains me, like, I got an Arsenal mate, and I used to give him crap all the time. And I think the most frustrating thing is like, we won the league last year. We went out and spent incredible amount of money, and I just thought it was going to be like a really exciting title race. And then we started off like well, and I think all of us can agree, like those last minute goals, we thought, yeah, we're on to something here. It's going to click. And then it all just fell apart. I don't know. It's madness.
What do you genuinely think is the difference between Arne Slot last year and Arne Slot this year? Ross, I'm not going to hold back. I'm done fucking holding back. I'm going to say it right now. He took he won Jürgen's fucking title, lads. I don't give a shit. Do you know what I mean? Fucking, it was an easy title probably for him to win when the other two were fucking pissing about. The other two were playing like we were, but probably not as bad. Do you know what I mean? Both of them were fucking around. And like, for 60% of the season, Ross, I thought he left things alone, Arne Slot. Yes, he made little tinkering things, which of course, credit to him for doing so. But my God, when he put a spin on it, Ross, Liverpool started conceding some goals in the second half of the season, lads. So yeah, I think we've been poor for a long time, Ross. And I've said this to you. I could count across 2 years on my hands how many good games we've had, and that's bad, considering how many games we play in a season and fucking we're in the second year. Do you know what I mean? And for me, he's just ripped up all the goodness out of the team, lads. It's like, I can only blame him, Ross. I really can. Don't get me wrong, these players are fucking horrendous at the minute. But I think, say hello to the dog as well.
Sorry.
It's all right, make mine fucking don't shut up, do you know what I mean? Fucking hell, they jump on it, we are fucked, do you know what I mean? But the facts are, mate, like, this is not a Liverpool style team, lad. He's fucking awful for me. And I think people, they're clinging on to hope, aren't they, because we won the title. And it was amazing, lad. It fucking was. But don't tell me we were looking great last year.
No, I think sorry, my dog is going again.
That's all right, man. I'll be going in a minute. Stay not happy.
No, from the I think the Jurgen Klopp era where we was used to, like, we know we would go into games and under Klopp we would lose a game here and there. We knew it. And I think Arne Slot, when we come in last season and we won the league, like, I thought it was a lot more composed, a lot more structured. And now looking back at it now, you know, there were times when we were boring last season, but that gets overlooked because we're winning games. And it's similar for Arsenal now. Do you think Arsenal fans care that they're scoring corners every single game and they're being called
4 points fucking clear of the league now? Do you know what I mean?
This is it. They don't care. So, like, for me, if we were winning games, we were top the league. I don't care about it. I just want to see us lift trophies. I want to see us be successful. I think the biggest problem this season was there's been too much change. There's been change just outside of our control. The stuff that happened with Jota, God bless him, you know, and then we overhauled the squad completely. And you look at Chelsea a few seasons ago when they went and spent like £1 billion in like 2 windows. Like, Chelsea are now only getting to the stage, or I thought they were only getting to the stage where they were starting to ramp up, but they've just gone and sacked their manager or whatever they've done. You know, yeah. I think there's been too much change, and like letting Diaz go, I was happy to let him go, but now in hindsight, we needed to replace him so bad. So
you can't fucking have Cody Gakpo to be the new Luis fucking Diaz on the side, lads. You know what I mean?
They're polar opposite players, isn't they? They're nothing alike, Luis Diaz and Gakpo. Gakpo doesn't press like Diaz. That's the whole reason Diaz was playing centrally a lot last season, is because he'd run his ass off. You know,
he's very direct, wasn't he? And you know, for people used to say you can't take anyone, and I think that's a fucking myth. That I really do. Look, I just want to come to this comment. I'll go through everyone's because I like putting them on the screen for people. You know, they give us art, they give us effort. Do you know what I mean? Unlike our fucking football team. But Curtis Andy too, shout out to him. He said, Ross, someone worked out that if there was a table for 2025, it'd be 15th.
Yeah, that's not good enough.
It can't happen, lad. It can't fucking happen. And I'm fucking sick of any fucking idiot. Sorry for my language. It's because I'm frustrated, but I'm sick of anyone sugarcoating this crap now. I know there's people I've had debates with on Twitter who's saying, well, the points are more important. Not necessarily, because you could see this fucking happening, Ross. I know we didn't. It feels like a loss last night. That's how poor it was. Because
we should have got those points.
Should have got the points. You know, they may as well have fucking lost. What's the point going to do for us, lad? What's it going to do? Nothing.
No.
Do you know what I mean? I think, mate, I really do. I think Van Dijk's trying to hold that team together for me. I think there's a few players in that team that just don't rate that manager. Do you know what I mean? You know, obviously Salah doesn't, does he? You know, we know that now. He's fucking been piping up. But I think it's Van Dijk trying to keep that team together, because I think them players just don't look like they give a fuck. And I think the manager's it's filtered from him down, hasn't it?
Yeah, because I think we try to change the system, it hasn't worked, and then like with anything, even in our day-to-day job, something changes and it doesn't go the way you want. You start questioning: is it the right thing to do? Is it, you know, should we have changed? You know, like Grav, I think at the start of the season was playing in this more like free role, and then we've gone back to it since, what was it, just before Villa and Madrid. We went back to Grav basically sitting in a 6, but it's still not the same system as it was last year. So I don't know. I think something has tried to be implemented by Slot, by the team or whatever. It hasn't quite worked out. And now we're I look at us as if we're in this like transition between two systems. It doesn't look as if we've actually got a solid plan at times. Like words on the left.
Doesn't know what. Oh, lad, you brought it up.
I'm sorry, I had to.
That typifies him, lad. It really does. Like, you spend all the money, right? Okay, I understand. Suppose like comes back, put him in the team, the legs. I get it. But his worst trait is creativity. Why the fuck did you shoe on the fucking top one of the best number 10s in world football and shove him out wide, lad. Away from the action.
We've seen him on a left a few times this season, and I just don't think it's his best position. And
Ross
Words like
trying to build a fucking relationship with Ekatike and him while Isak's out. Get him fucking next to him.
Yeah. They've looked good together. They've looked good together.
He had fucking white powder on his fucking boots because he was that close to the touchline. Like, come on. Does that not fucking show how shit he is, lad, the manager? Like, have Szoboszlai pressing off the left-hand side. He's got pace at top end, Szoboszlai. You had Frimpong on the right side. Let fucking Florian be behind the fucking number 9.
Yeah, he needs to be there. Like, against Wolves, I thought Florian was amazing. And like, yeah, there was, I know there's going to be some people say like Wirtz misplaced a few passes yesterday, and he absolutely did. But I just don't think coming off the left, it just doesn't suit him. It just doesn't. You know, he's not that player. He needs to be like that shadow striker role, as you said. Like that goal against the Wolves, wasn't it? Literally, that is the position.
He was in the middle of the pitch.
Exactly, yeah. So that and a game like last night, right, when we know Leeds are going to go with a back 5, and then they've got another 4 sitting in front of them. Who is a player that you're going to pick out of our squad that's going to unlock those doors? It's Wirtz. Absolutely, it's Wirtz.
It's definitely not fucking Dominic Szoboszlai, Ross.
No, I don't think. I think Dom in the 10, or he was like right-sided 10, whatever it was. Dom, I do
replace him in the 10 in the summer. And we just fucking gone back to it.
Yeah, we put him back in. Yeah. And this is where I think there's so much uncertainty. There's so much like, I don't even think we're through the tough times yet. And the worst part about it is like us Liverpool fans, let's be honest, we've been through some bad times. I grew up during the Hodgson days and the tail end of Rafa Benitez and so on. And I just don't think as a fan base, we will accept going back to like stages like that. I just don't think it'll happen because we've been so used to success. We've been so used to being at the top end of that table, and then going and spending £450 million. We need to just push on, and we need to be challenging for everything.
Yeah. What do you think of Rio? Because like Ross, I know you thought he looked all right when he came on. He did. There's no. What's the point in fucking bringing him on if you're not going to use him again? Because he won't be playing on fucking Saturday or Sunday, whatever it is.
No. I did think Rio was good when he came on, but Rio's a young lad. He's still a teenager, and was he like 17, 18, something like that? So
17, I think, yeah. Oh, fuck knows. I don't even know. My head's fucking gone now. Do you know what I mean?
I thought Rio looked good, but I suppose with Gakpo cuts in a lot, doesn't he? So I think Gakpo went centrally, Rio come on the left. Then we had Chiesa, and it just seemed as if it was that.
Gakpo fucking central, like fucking hell.
Did you notice though inside the ground, like the frustration? I heard it when I was watching a game, like the frustration within Anfield at the minute. Like we'll make a back pass and you just hear the groans. I haven't heard that for literally 6 years. I've only heard it this season. People are getting royally annoyed.
Well, rightfully so. Rightfully fucking so, because Ross, this is just not Liverpool. You could deal with fucking off nights if you knew your team had identity and that the first and foremost they wanted to do, zipping the ball around, fucking pressing like fucking demons like they used to. They're nowhere near that. They're not asked. Lads, they fuck around with the ball from the back line to the middle of the midfielders and just go back sideways. No wonder they're not scoring goals this year. It's just they're not they're not attacking. We spend more time fucking probably looking at our own goal, fucking knocking it back all the time.
We are very, like, I find passive at like breaking those lines. Like when the ball got hoofed up, whether it was by our player or by their player, I was looking at Ekatike. And Ekatike, normally you'd expect, let's say Nunes or whoever it was last season, Diaz, would be running straight up where that ball's landing. Ekatike was looking around him, looking at what others are doing. Are they like pushing up and all that? So like about the press, like the press is completely gone. It is completely gone. We know Gakpo doesn't press. We knew Isak, like from his Newcastle days, Isak wasn't a massive presser. We knew that. So you have to accommodate elsewhere. But I don't see where the pressing has come from. I think we're happy enough to sit back, absorb the pressure. But that's not us. Normally that isn't us. We need to be on at them, and that's what like the crowd at Anfield thrives off. Let's be honest. You've been there, I've been there. It doesn't take a goal to get that crowd going up. It doesn't take a goal.
A tackle can kickstart it, Ross.
Mate, an argument between the managers can kickstart it. Anything can happen in Anfield, and
Ross, this is what I'm saying. They are, because of the manager, they're a mirror image of him. They don't kick off on the pitch, the players, and neither does he. He's fucking crap. I'm just not even holding back anymore, lad, because do you know what? He's sat in the job still, Ross, because the one that they want isn't available. That's it.
I've always said, like, and you see me in the group, I'm always quite positive with things.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care whether it's Arne Slot, I don't care whether it's Alonso, I don't care whether it's Stevie G coming in as an interim manager. I just want to see us be successful. I want to see us go out there and just have something about us. And I think a lot of the system we're seeing now it was just to stop the bleeding, because we were hemorrhaging results. Let's be honest. We were just losing.
Every week, weren't we?
Yeah, like I can't remember a time of recent years where we were just going out, getting beat. And even under Klopp, I think we got beat 4 or 5 times, but it didn't feel like this. Under Klopp, we felt, yeah, we'll come out of it. But
you know what, though, Ross? You'd always knew, and I used to say this to my dad constantly. Liverpool had a bad half. You'd always know that. Just get them in at half time. They'll come out different. We come out worse. So what the fuck are we doing at half time?
Yeah, but this is the thing, because I thought last season we'd come out second half and we'd look a little bit better. We started slow a lot, last season, but
it's sat in now. He's bedded in as a manager, Ross. Last year, you're playing off that new freshness. Now he's been there a while now. The players know what he's about. Last year, there was still new things. You know what I mean? It was a new idea, so you understand that it's probably easier to pick people up. But fuck me, lad, when you listen to him in press conferences, do you think he's going to get them players up?
No, I don't like the speaking about other teams. I don't like the speaking about low blocks. Like, we need to just be focusing on ourselves. Like, we just need to get results. That's it. Like any other time, like Leeds coming away to Anfield, Leeds look confident. We can't allow teams to come to Anfield and look confident. We can't. I watched
before the kickoff, Ross.
Yeah, but it's like a mentality thing, and it feeds into the crowd. It does. Like, the nervousness within the crowd, you feel it. I haven't felt that before. I think I went 6 years under Klopp, and I watched us lose once. And that, funny enough, that was to Leeds. Somerville scored in like the 89th minute, right? And I've watched us lose. I went to the Palace game, Community Shield. I watched us lose that. I went to United, watched us lose that. Forest. I'm sure there's a few others there. And you just come out the ground and you think, like, I drive 4 hours home, 5 hours home after that. And it's frustrating. Like, I have to just say to myself, it is what it is. And that's where I'm at. I'm not angry. I still love the club. I do love the club. Absolutely. All of us love the club. Everyone in chat loves the club. But I just come out of it now and I'm like, it is what it is. We just have to see where it goes. What can we do but back the boys? That's all we can do.
You know what? I'll use myself as an example for this, Ross. And do you know what? I'm usually at the match like yourself. I haven't been for the last couple of weeks. I've been sick and what have you. And I'm away. But if I am watching the match at home, which is not it's quite rare because I'm usually there, I usually sit with the fucking chair right in front of the screen, lad. And I'm jumping up and down, fucking screaming my head off. This season, lad, I've been fucking, the games I've been at home, I've been lying on the couch, lad. Not asked. Because Liverpool there's nothing going for them. Do you know what I mean? They're not, he can't get the team up, and the team are not getting themselves up at the minute. This is the difference. He is probably one of the shittest motivators in the league. Do you know what I mean? You look what Jurgen Klopp was like on the sideline, lad. He'd be fucking screaming at the crowd and that. Arne Slot wouldn't dare do that. And I think, it's just massively affected this team, mate. It massively has. In our own working industries, Ross, if your leader can't lead, well, what way do you go? You fucking go down. That's it.
Yeah, no, 100%.
You go down. You know what I mean? The good players start looking shit. This team, lad, are not that bad. They aren't. But whatever they're doing during the week, fuck knows, they probably just fucking sat at that coffee bar. And I know it's all fun and games and all that, Ross, but the funniness has run out of it for me. It fucking has. It stinks, lad. And I just think now, like, the longer it goes on, and that's where FSG let themselves down then. because you're watching it go to shit in front of your eyes. A proper fucking leader doesn't allow that. Do you know, from the top, you know, you've got to make the big calls. That's what makes you stand out as a fucking entrepreneur. Because that's what they are who own the football club. The big businessmen, Ross. They didn't get there by sitting on the fucking hands. You can't just watch this go to pot. Certainly if you spent 450 fucking million in the summer, regardless if they recoup money or not, Liverpool have worked so hard to get to where they are again. Do you know what I mean? Klopp worked so hard to get them back up there. He was fucking probably more made up, Jurgen Klopp, last year, knowing that he'd left the club in a position to win a league title. That was probably his fucking thing during his time at Liverpool, to make sure that when he left, this club was successful. We're fucking going down now. We are fucking going down. We kept him, we'd end up like fucking Man United. We seriously would, just fucking dropping off. Look at the fucking players we brought in. Do you think they want to fucking stand there with him? You know, you've got to believe the fucking person who's telling you what to do. You know what I mean? He's got to point you in the right route. Then obviously you've got to go and take your qualities onto the pitch. Lad, it's like a fucking... The route he wants to go is fucking all over the place. He hasn't got a fucking clue. But look, this is a new lad who's followed the channel, Ross Cotton. A shout out to him. He said, good morning, gents. LFC fan. Slot needs to go. The fans in the stadium won't cheer the players on when they see the horseshoe football. Slots turn pit bulls into poodles. The mentality monsters have gone. There you go.
Yeah, like I find the mentality monsters bit, we always had this bit of, like, I don't know, this dig about us where we would just dig in and just go for it. But it is like you sense it at Anfield. Like we go down 1-0, or it's going, and I think you can like sense the game, can't you? Like pretty early on, like which way this was going to go. Like you look at the first 30 minutes and you're like, God, will we get a point here? You know, and I don't feel confident at the minute when like other teams are attacking us. Like this is gonna go in. Like look at that Dominic Calvert-Lewin chance yesterday. Where it was offside, but like we need to be switched on. Like Dominic Calvert-Lewin was like, bam, straight on it, and thank fuck it was offside. But yeah, it's hard to see. Like I said, I'm past the anger. I'm past the whole like I don't know, just disappointment of it, because I look at it as if we're in this transition state at the minute. I don't know which way we'll end up with it. I don't know. At the end of the day, like, I'm not slot in, I'm not slot out. I just want us to be successful, you know, but it's really difficult going into games.
If you know, I think now is the time you have to make a call which way you go, because Slot being in, he's harming the football team now.
Yeah, and you mentioned about FSG. Like FSG, at the end of the day, they have no ties. they have no ties to the. Is he this time of morning? He's not working, is he?
And then he can fuck off, and that she can go as well.
Yeah. But no, like you said about FSG, right? FSG are businessmen at the end of the day. They are. Like, this is their biggest asset, haven't they? I know they've just sold the hockey team or something, or in the process of selling it. But like Liverpool is the like diamond in the crown. So
it's the prized asset, isn't it?
Well, it is. And let's be honest, it got reported like a while ago. Like if FSG got the right amount of money, they'd probably sell, and good businessmen do that. But
well, yeah, but if you're in profit, Ross, and someone can give you a fucking decent chunk of dough, off you go. You know what I mean?
How much they buy us for? Like 300 million, 330 was it, something like that?
And they cleared debt, didn't they? It was about 200 mil or something. I don't remember. It's been that fucking. My memory's fucking zapped because this football team have destroyed me this year. Do you know what? But Ross, honest, no fucking beating around the bush. If you were the owners, now today you're going into the building, and I'm one of your fucking colleagues, and I say to you, you make the call. What do we do? What would you actually do
at this current moment? And I know there's probably a lot of people in the chat that probably disagree with me. I know this. And I'm purely saying it because I just don't think there's anyone else available out there right now. I think he has to stay right now. Because I don't want to see us in a Man United state of affairs where we go through manager after manager after manager after manager. I can't handle that. We watch Man United and it's great for us, but I think changing managers is such a slippery slope. It really is. Like, that's my honest opinion. And I'm thinking, like, big picture, best for the club. Like, would I mind Stevie G coming in as an interim? Probably not. But, like, unless we're going out and getting a superstar manager, say Alonso become available, because I know he was high on the list. I think if Alonso got sacked by Madrid, we might be having a different conversation, because there was, like, 2 weeks ago, there was talk Alonso going from Madrid. I think things could have ended up very differently if that happened and he did get let go. But who'd you go and get? Do you want a Glasner? Do you want an Areola from Bournemouth?
No.
And this is where I'm like, I'm not here to say slot out. I'm just concerned that if he goes, who is the man that is going to come in and get this team firing again? That's my concern.
Do you know what? I see all the comments coming out. I want to go to Kelly's one. Shout out to Kelly for joining us. Obviously an Arsenal fan. Thankfully, she's not rubbing the salt in the wounds. She said, big up. What do you think about the Arsenal-Liverpool game? Do you think you'll win at the Emirates? No. Ross, you can't just fucking... You can't just turn form like this into something drastic. You know what I mean? Liverpool on a team now. Right this minute, I've got the mentality to go and, do a demolition job. Do you know what I mean?
No.
And I'll be honest, Ross, over the years, even under Klopp, we've found it tough at the Emirates. It's been a place where we've struggled to win all the time. We've done before Arteta, we've done very well against Arsenal, certainly at Anfield. Arsenal were they had quite a weak underbelly, didn't they? But if you're going up against a team who's the best set piece team and shit like that, their game plan's fucking easy to go against Liverpool. You pressure Liverpool. Liverpool will make mistakes now, Ross.
Yeah, and the thing is, I thought if looking at Arsenal against Villa and how they dismantled Villa, I thought if they maybe slipped up at Villa, they'd start getting in their own heads a little bit. But I think Arsenal have turned a corner with that now. Their confidence is at an all-time high.
I think their set piece mentally breaks teams. Do you know when
it does? Yeah.
They're like, fuck it, we've got nothing else to go with now.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, I'm worried for that Arsenal game. And like I said, me and you were going to be there. I'm going to the Emirates for the first time.
I've got a mate who works on the security for Arsenal. I say to him, I couldn't fucking do your job. He's a big Liverpool fan, lads. The Arsenal security team of Scousers. I could not fucking do that job, lad.
Tell him to put something in a coffee of the players. Give us a little head start.
Yeah, just trip the players up as they're fucking coming out to warm up.
Yeah, I don't think I don't know if you noticed, like Rice. Obviously, we mentioned in the chat Rice would be a big miss against Villa, and like they went on to smash Villa.
He's supposed to be out for the Liverpool game, I think. Ross. They're expecting.
Yeah. Did you see that clip of him last night? He was speaking to one of the Villa players, I think, and he was saying, "My knee is like fucked. My knee's bad." He said,
for me, he's the best midfielder in the league.
Rice is very good. Rice is, and that's another one where I got egg on my face because I looked at that when they signed him for 105 mil, and I was like, "Fucking Declan Rice, 105 mil. What the fuck's going on?" And now I look at it and I think, "All right, I get it."
He's got everything, and he's got a bit of all sorts in his locker. I think what he does is, though, mate, he allows the number 6 to concentrate on knocking the ball around well. And I agree with this comment. Zubimendi, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Amazing.
Declan's took the pressure away from him because Declan's like a fucking like an energizer bunny, just going and smashing into players. He can give and go. He can score goals. Great set piece. Like tall. He's good in the air. And it allows Zubimendi to do what he's doing. I look at our midfield, Ross, and they're so nervous because they don't know what to do. They don't trust anyone near them. Do you know what I mean? They'll do something nice, Liverpool, and then they'll fuck it up. And then they're constantly chasing back. Just look at the positions. Obviously not last night's game. But over the last few weeks, Ross, Florian Wirtz has been our best player over the last 100%. Few weeks. Right?
100%.
And look how fucking far back he is by our own goal all the time.
But this is where it was like that at the start of the season, if you remember, though, because Wirtz was dropping so deep. And like Isak in his first couple of games, like I remember watching him against Everton, and he was dropping deep as well. And you don't want those type of players dropping deep. You can't. You need them up the pitch to unlock those doors. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of those things, like that Zubimendi signing as well. Like that's something we're gonna rue, like missing out on Zubimendi. I don't know why we didn't manage to convince him. Like literally a year after he's gone to London.
Do we have the right player for the midfield to complement a deep line playmaker like him?
Not in this system. Not in this current system.
You need
because
someone. You need that right, because, like, for instance, I think like a great person to put in our midfield for me would be Caicedo in the middel of them. Gravenberch and what have you around them would do so well then, because they know they've got a fucking demon between them. You've got to have someone like a Roy Keane in there, Ross, who's going to fucking say to them, fucking go and do that. They don't. They're too nice, aren't they?
Yeah, well, this is, we always said Grav isn't an out-and-out six, is he? Grav is like this ball carrier, and he was good at the last season where he would like do his little turns and break through that first line. But if we're going to play the current system now where we've lost like a number 8 to accommodate Wirtz in a number 10, you need that Jack Russell type player that is like Caicedo would have been amazing, I think, for us in this system.
Yeah, I like him, lad. He's great, isn't he?
You look at Chelsea fans love Caicedo. Do you know what I mean? Like he's such a good player, and like Zubamendi is doing like amazing as well. So we need that type of player, and it's baffling to sit here and go, we've just spent 450 million, but we probably need to go out and spend another 250 million. We probably need another winger. We're probably going to have to replace Mo at some point, whenever that will be. You know, this squad is like not finished in the slightest. It's not finished.
Yeah. You know, I'll just shout out to, I think it's Amir, isn't it? I think it is. Because he's changed his fucking name. Obviously, we can tell if he's in or out, Ross. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, he's made it clear.
He's clear as day with his fucking intentions of where he's gone. But Arne Slot had said, I think he's mentioned this because I was talking about Florian, Ross. But he said it's a lot to ask the players who are fit. As you could see today, 4 players with hardly any minutes in the Premier League were on the bench. Florian only trained once this week because 2 days after the game he felt his hamstring still a bit. You try to be as careful as you can without ruining your chances of winning the game as much as you can with the schedule coming up, because missing out on another one would be an even bigger problem if that's going to take 5, 6 or 7 weeks or longer. He didn't look right, did he? Florian yesterday. So obviously, you know, when you've had 1 day of training as well, he obviously had the extra rest to help him. Maybe that's why you put him out wide then, Ross, to keep him out of the battle.
Potentially, we don't know, do we? But then, if you put him out wide, is that to the best strength of the squad? Do you know what I mean? It's all season. We've
by keeping him out wide. Sorry to interrupt, Ross. He should have kept Kerkers in the team because they were developing a link up. Let him fucking go around the side of him.
I think Kerkers has been really good the last like 3 or 4 games, honestly. And he's, let's be honest, he has had loads of stick from us fans at the start of the season, and rightly so. He's made some mistakes, but everyone's made mistakes within that team. And I thought Kerkers was pushing on, and the energy he's got, like even when he come on last night, he's literally like, as you said, an energizer bunny.
Buzzy.
Buzzy. Like is Henderson all over again? Fuck me. But
Henderson, fucking hell.
But no, it like
I made up your back. Why did you cheer me up?
It's really hard at the minute. It is like, and I think because we're not winning games, we're all a bit fucking like depressed. But I'm over it. Like I'm back up here for Arsenal. I'm back up here for Burnley, and then all the games after that.
First game after Christmas, obviously like your littling and stuff over Christmas. Spent some time with. Is that your first game back since the end of November?
Arsenal will be my first game back.
No, I mean the Anfield game, Burnley. Yeah?
Oh, Burnley, yeah, Burnley on the 17th. Yeah, that's literally the.
You're in the lower main causing fucking shit again.
I'm in lower main stand. If you see me, I'll be there with my little camera taking photos. So, yeah.
Well, for people that don't know, just while we fucking smash like, subscribe. It's like 40 in the chat, Ross, which is great on an early day.
Amazing, yeah.
Obviously, people are feeling it after yesterday, and it's understandable. It's fucking depressing, But mate, some of the work you do with the cameras, you need to fucking show some of the people who watch our channel, Ross, some of the work you do, and hopefully something goes to plan with the football club. We know there's obviously a few little things in the works, hopefully. But the work you do, them pictures, mate, that's fucking unbelievable. To be honest, mate, after this season, I'll smash your camera up. So I don't want to see any of them.
That's why I'm avoiding you at games, mate. That's why
I'm going to fucking throw it out the fucking ground, lad. But Ross, look, do you know you said keep the manager till the end of the season? Is it not easier, though, right now for the club to just go, we accept we're not going to get the right man in. They're not going to get the top tier manager they want.
No.
So that's parked to the summer. But Liverpool need to just freshen it up a little notch. And maybe just taking Slot out of the job, putting someone in for the time being, it relieves the pressure. Because if Liverpool don't get top four, they'd probably be more understanding towards it. Because do you know Liverpool are not going to get top four with Slot? They're not going to get it with an interim, in my opinion. However, I can't watch this every week, Ross. But I think Liverpool would have a better chance if they can just pick themselves up. Like, for instance, if Steven Gerrard went in, Ross, we'd work out which player wasn't good enough for Liverpool.
Oh yeah, I think I said a few podcasts ago, like I was against Gerrard coming in, and I got to be honest, I've slightly
Just
changed
lift
now.
the fucking team, lads, and the crowd.
Yeah, because I think everyone would like to see Stevie G on the touchline, whether it's for the right reasons or wrong reasons. But I think
to play the fucking number 6.
get him in there, player manager, innit? Player manager, do a Kenny. But no, like it hasn't been good enough this season. I think all of us know that it has not been good enough this season. And something will need to change. And the one thing us fans, I think we get very frustrated with, like, the hierarchy at our club sometimes is like impenetrable. They don't break under pressure, do they? So us fans could be screaming out. We've had issues with tickets and all the ticket system, and the fans have gone mental.
There's fucking ticket issues now for fucking Fulham, lads. So
it's really bad. This is what I'm saying. So like I think the whole regime at the minute within Liverpool, they don't break under pressure, which I respect. I kind of get that, because you have a look at the other teams in the league. Once their fan base starts turning a bit sour, they kind of fold, and then sometimes it can backfire. But there will come a stage, and I potentially thought it was just before Christmas, we were like, he's going to get sacked here. But it didn't happen.
Do you think by Mo talking in the public, fucking, in the press, do you think that delayed the Slot's sacking?
Yeah, absolutely. Because
I think he was going to go after that Leeds game, Ross.
Yeah, because I think if Mo potentially didn't speak, like there's no other focus, and let's be honest, Mo got slaughtered for it, and rightly so. Like we don't want players to come out and start speaking against it.
In a year that we needed to stick together as a team, he fucking made it all about him, and I just can't have that.
No, I don't agree with the comments he made, but I do think that shifted the focus entirely off Slot, and it was on Mo Salah. Like Mo Salah was literally being discussed on every football show.
Yeah.
It was all over social media, and it took away from the pressure on Arne Slot. So we could have been having a very different conversation if Mo didn't speak up. We don't know, do we? We don't actually know how close he is to being sacked or not. But things were not good. Things have improved. Let's be honest. We got wins, but we're not looking like the team we were. There's no excitement at the minute.
Yeah, and Abdul Rahim is reminding us, lads, please don't. Please don't. But Coordinator Ross, this comment sums it up, doesn't he? He said, when the media mentioned Kirkers and Ware to developing chemistry, which we've just said ourselves, Slot's ego chilled them and put Robbo on. That was a bad move. You could see in his press conference he's looking all meek, rightly so. I just don't get it, lads. Why would you... I just don't get it. Do you know when you're going up against Leeds, Ross, you're probably better suited having your fucking fullback on who's going to really push them back. Robbo win. And this is nothing to Robbo. This is not the Robbo of fucking years ago either, Ross.
No, Robbo's obviously getting on a bit now. And I think when Robbo's come in, I think Robbo's performed better this season than he did last season. And that's purely down to he's got competition. His starting spot is under threat. But and he talks like a politician. But no, I like the whole thing we spoke about many pods ago as well. Is like, do you remember when like Kirkes was coming off at half time? Players were being swapped every single game. You can't do that. You have to have your solid base of players that are going to start every game. You have to build up that confidence between like the left wing, right wing, and the interlink between the number 10. Because it's like we're playing a number 10 now, which we haven't played for, let's be honest, a little while. So swapping and changing, I hate it.
He's been doing well, and then we put him out in a fucking area that is not his favoured position.
No, and let's be honest, Woods hasn't performed that great.
You may as well have put fucking Allison in the 10, because you're not going to get fuck all from Dom there.
No, this is where I said to you earlier on, like, I can't necessarily blame any of the players this season massively, because like we can turn around and say, oh, Gakpo was bad this game, or Szoboszlai was bad this game. But ultimately, I don't think anyone really... Ekatiké's obviously come in and been phenomenal, but I don't think anyone has really outshined anyone else. It's just you've been the best of a bad bunch, and that's the way it is.
Yeah, there's a few players who've done half over like the season. Like Jones, Florian's picked it up. Obviously, he had a bad day last night. Hugo, we wasted this good start yesterday, Ross.
Yeah.
But you know what, though, Ross? This is why I worry for Ekatike with this manager. And the reason being is, yesterday kind of summed what Ekatike is for me yesterday. And the reason, this is nothing bad to him, but I don't think he's a proper out-and-out number 9. He's not. Because, as someone mentioned in the comments before, Ross, thank God Isak wasn't there because he'd have been isolated. I think Liverpool were crying out for someone just to be stood in the middle of the box yesterday.
Yeah, like games like that where you just need it's like a snatch and grab, innit? You need a player like Isak, and like I can't believe he's broke his leg. It would only happen to us.
Honest to God, our fucking luck is fucked, innit?
Yeah, like you have like the squad at the minute, and you think like, who've we got on the wing? We got Gakpo, we got Rio. Through the middle, we had Ekatike and Isak. Obviously, Isak's gone, and then on the right, we were talking maybe Salah and Chiesa. Like, let's be honest, is that a front line of 6 people that is gonna take us right to the very top? This is what I'm saying. I don't think the squad is finished. I could genuinely see us go to the summer. No, and if you don't fancy Chiesa, then fair enough. That I don't know what's going on with the Chiesa stuff. I always thought
this was the start. I tweeted about it months ago, Ross. I did. You've seen it. You probably liked it. If not, you probably disliked it, knowing you. If you can do that. But I said that's what sparks it for Slot. That's what starts the fucking downfall. The handling of him as a fan favourite was never going to go well for him. And I just think it started the snowball. I'm not to say it's the whole problem, of course not. But that started making people go, why is Slot doing that? And as soon as you have that one little fucking chink in the armour, that started all then, Ross.
I wouldn't have been surprised if we didn't have so much change last summer that we could have seen Chiesa go last summer. But I just think there was so much change.
He was going to go. I think with Jota sadly passing away, I think that's the reason Chiesa stayed.
Yeah. This is what I mean. I think there's been so much change. There's been so much mayhem internally with new players coming in. Like losing Trent. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not a big fan of Trent. What happened with Trent, I think, is disgusting. But like losing Trent again is a big player to lose. Let's be honest. Trent unlocked doors for us. Like that pass he did.
As much as he's a knobhead, he was a very good knobhead, wasn't he? Can't question us how good. And lads, at the end of last season, fucking hell, because I don't think Trent likes Slot. You could see that when he started getting substituted last year. He was kicking off a bit, wasn't he? But he was big towards the end for Liverpool last season.
He scored against Leicester, didn't he?
What a fucking goal that was, lad.
Yeah, he scored against Leicester. And then it's just difficult to see. I
don't mind it.
Oh, Adam can fuck off. Get out. Adam can fuck off.
Fucking ran off.
Go back to your fucking gammon.
Fuck off.
Oh yeah, lad. We'll have some of that. We'll have to get that voice note in the pod at some point.
Innit? We'll make that our outro.
yeah, we will.
Fucking hell. Jesus, that will cheer the fucking fan base up when they hear his fucking voice note. Fucking hell, talk about being happy.
The mayhem behind the scenes.
Yeah, don't you worry, lad. We're not talking about him, so calm down.
Ross, he's out injured, isn't he? I think.
Yeah, fucking hell. He's probably fucking sat with all ours, having a cup of tea in the fucking coffee bar, fucking all injured.
Popping back.
Ross, okay, before we wrap up, transfers. You've just spoke. You mentioned the squad. I agree. It's a bit mismatch. It is a bit mismatch, but Liverpool can't sit still. I think it's got to be something that's took away from the manager's hands for a minute. It's got nothing to do with the manager right this second. You've got to protect the players who are playing for the club. I think they need a bit of positivity injected back into the fan base. Give something the fans to talk about. A new signing. The new signing then creates, talking points. Is he going to get in? Who's going to start? Blah, blah, blah. But Joel O'Donnell looks like the name that's banding about at the minute. We've spoken about it a lot privately, Ross.
Yeah.
Which we really highly liked at the club. Liverpool shouldn't even be debating whether they bring him in or not now, should they?
No. If anything needs to happen this January, we need a centre-back. We cannot go in to the second half of the season when this window shuts without another centre back. And that lad, I think I mentioned on the pod before, I haven't watched a lot of him. I know of him, but he's got like something over 100 games for Club Brugge, is it? And they play in Champions League, mind. So they're not playing
Cities and Barca's and all.
Yeah, they've played Madrid's and everything, I think. So, like, if we get him in, absolutely great. Like, it's gutting for Leone. But then if you go into next season, obviously we don't know what's going to happen with Konate. That is a mad situation, by the way, the Konate situation. Like, that is radio silent. But let's say, for instance, he does sign going into next season with a back four of Virgil van Dijk, Konate, Leone. Hopefully Leone's back because he looked phenomenal, but ACL is a tricky one, isn't it? And then that Adonis, that wouldn't be too bad. That wouldn't be too bad.
No. And hopefully Marquez still, Ross.
I got to be honest, I feel less and less confident about that now. I think he's going to go elsewhere.
The longer time kills deals, lad. Time kills deals in any sales job. Certainly in my line of work, with the real estate stuff, time kills deals. And, you can't give these footballers, certainly the agents, I think he's a decent lad, Marquez. You just can't let them sit on these fucking things, mate. The offers he'll probably be getting for the summer. And obviously now all the European clubs can start trying to get that fucking pre-agreements. We can't, do you know what I mean? You can't do it as an English club. But one thing's for sure, mate, Liverpool, it's just a fucking... they've left themselves... How the fuck do we spend 450 million, Ross? Get worse and also become short?
It's madness. This is what I mean. It's madness. Like, we've never spent this kind of money. We've never, ever spent this kind of money, and we look at a worse squad for it in terms of the numbers. Like,
it should be praised to going above and beyond and trying to make them look like they're going to go back to back. But while they're fucking doing this, they forgot about something over here. The Diaz thing.
Losing Diaz, I said it to you many, many times. I was happy with him going in the summer. I don't think he deserved an extortionate contract with us. That was my honest opinion, because I thought he would go missing for like a month or two at a time, and I just thought he didn't deserve it. But looking back in hindsight now, I thought, fuck, we should have offered him a new contract. Because look what have you seen some of the stuff he's doing at Bayern? It's fucking ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And to not go and replace him.
Oh, Ross, but Luis Diaz offered Liverpool something, lad, and he offered fight, lad. He never quit. He'd get back, he'd get up, and I think he holds one trait. Florian can do it to an extent, but it's not his game. I think Luis Diaz was one of the best in the team, just getting on the ball and fucking running up the pitch with it and getting Liverpool out of danger.
He
walked around with it too much, lad.
Yeah, he would pass his man. Like, Diaz was, especially when he first came in. Do you remember when we first signed him? He was like rapid. He was so good, and to
an
not
injury
replace him,
give him a little setback. Do you know what I mean? But I think he was a great player. I do think he was a great player. He was underappreciated. I think that comes with the territory when you're trying to replace Sadio Mane, who for me is one of the best Liverpool players I've ever seen. Fucking brilliant.
Unbelievable, Mane. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I was going to say this is why I don't get why we're not going for Semenyo. I don't understand why we wouldn't. We've got like the inside knowledge of it because we got Richard Hughes, who basically signed Semenyo for Bournemouth, right? Would you say if you had to pick between currently Gakpo or Semenyo, who are you picking?
Semenyo.
This is it. And then you're talking Mo's just gone to AFCON, and Mo is essentially going to leave maybe in the next year or 2 years. So we need a winger. And I may be wrong again, but isn't Semenyo like homegrown because he played in the English lower leagues?
Yeah, he's in Bristol City and shit like that, wasn't he?
It's like a no-brainer. That's why I don't get how City have had a free run at him. Like, I think if we put our name in the hat, Semenyo would have picked us over City.
I agree, early stages, but I think the way Liverpool switched off him, I think he got switched off as well.
Oh, yeah, it's basically like going out on a fucking dating app and then going, oh, yeah, I like you. And then the bird goes, nah, actually, you can get fucked. You're going to go back to that bird, do you know what I mean? My missus does that to me often, mine. So, but yeah.
Do you know what, lad? Do you know what? I think with Semenyo, for me, he's not my top choice. A decent player, but for me, he's just a decent player. However, right now, Liverpool, they can't be fucking pissing about. They've got to have another option. You know, I've seen Adam mention before that Diamande, I think it's Leipzig. I think it is Leipzig. Did you say Adam?
It is, yeah. I think it is.
I've not seen much of him, lads. You know, it's hard enough just watching Liverpool right this fucking second. You know, and it's one of them. But at the end of the day, they've run out of ideas, Liverpool, Ross. They've run out of ideas, and it's a fucking big problem.
You need an injection from somewhere, and this is where I don't get. If you go out and just sign a centre back, we need 2 minimum this window. That's my honest opinion. I think we need a winger, and even if we go get like that kid from Leipzig, he's like a young lad. Is that someone we need? Someone a little bit more proven, and this is where I thought Semenyo would be absolutely ideal. He knows the league, he knows what's required, he can play. There's
no excuse for him to have to settle in. He was ready. No. He would have been plug and play. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. This is where I don't get it. And like I know he's been a bit off the boil recently, Semenyo, but he started well. And you add Semenyo and the good players around him, you could potentially take him up a notch. So I don't know why we've cooled our interest. I don't know why. Let's be honest, Michael Edwards and how he works, you know, we're very like tight-lipped and close, you know, cards close to the chest. But watching him go to City and have a free run at City, I'm just thinking, why? Just go get him.
Because he'll be wasted at City. Adam keeps going on to me, Ross. I know you haven't been on the show recently. I know you've been busy with Christmas and what have you, and, you know, got a daughter and that, so I get it. But he keeps bringing up Marmoush at City. Would he be a player that you'd go and look to bring in, Marmoush?
We wanted him before, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think we wanted Marmoush before. Yeah, like I think he did well at City initially, and then
I thought he was brilliant last year. To be fair, I just, you know, he's obviously. I don't know what's gone on there.
It's odd, isn't it? It's really odd. Like Pep seems a bit more agitated this season. I don't know if you've noticed that.
I think he's finally got the fucking spark to work for Doku. That's the problem that he's got for Marmoush.
He's been phenomenal, Doku, though, and he's
kind of got it going, hasn't he? I know his end product's not great, but fuck me, he's the best one-on-one fucking winger, isn't he?
But this is a good point, actually, because you mentioned about like those little sparks, right? So City have got Doku, who is like rapid, can take on his man. You know, you have a look at Arsenal signing Eze, and I'd love Eze. I think he's absolutely phenomenal. Who have we got within our front line that is that excitement? You're talking probably Wirtz. And Ekitike.
He's not really a frontline player, is he?
No, but this is the thing. You need someone who's just going to go and run. And like Gakpo has been good for us. I'm not taking away from the fact from that. But this season, he hasn't been up to the levels he was at. But he's so rinse and repeat. Cut in on your right, cut in on your right. And it just becomes so easy to defend against because he cuts in on his right. He's got like 3 men in front of him.
Do you know, we're going to be fucking honest about it? I know he's hardly played games, but, you know, number 9s don't really get people off the seat, do they? With the, you know, Ekitike's done it at times, but you want him in the box to be able to finish. Rio's probably the only one, by doing trickery, getting around a man on the wing, is the only one that's going to get people off the sheet. And he
100%.
He doesn't get a game.
No, you know and he's, you know, we spoke about it. He's a young lad. Do you know what I mean? So, like, he can come in and he can inject him, but he's got to have minutes to do it. Because I think he played for the under-21s like a couple of weeks ago, didn't he?
Yeah, I think midweek, last week, wasn't it?
Like that's not going to do any like sort of confidence for him because he's been on the bench so many times.
Come down.
Yeah, and you risk ruining then like a player's potential when they flip-flop in between the under-21s and the you know senior team. And Rio was brought in, and like the people at the club knew Rio was going to be a superstar. Look how he performed in pre-season. He did really, really well for us. Like, you look at a 17-year-old lad doing all these tricks, running at people, you think, fucking hell, we got a player there.
If the manager stays, Ross, he won't be at Liverpool within the next 2 years, put it that way.
I think him and his reps would be disappointed he hasn't got more minutes off the back of this. But
oh, fucking right. Ross, I was at Newcastle away this season, and I thought, this is his time. Now he gets the winner. I thought, that's him now. He's bedded himself in to play frequent.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I haven't fucking seen him since, really.
And that finish was composed as fuck, man. That finish was ridiculous. I just want to say to Rio,
if you're fucking watching, because of that goal, I nearly broke my fucking leg falling downstairs because of you. I celebrate. Oh, fucking hell, you owe me some tickets. Ross, before we go, Rolo Gampus 1649. Shout out to him. Would you take Emery?
I said no about two months ago when we spoke about this privately, didn't I? But I like the way he's got Villa playing. You know, I wouldn't be against it. I think the way he's got Villa playing and
It's not
some of the
soft, is
stuff.
he? He's not stupid.
No, like, and let's be honest, when he went to Arsenal, like I don't think they were quite at the higher end of where they were now. But Emery, I think, would be a good shout. You know, I think he's one of those Spanish like tacticians, and he.
Do you know Emery, right? Do you know because he went to Arsenal, it didn't work out. He never got the backing. Arteta got all the dough. The next opportunity he gets at a big job, he's not going to fuck it up, I don't think.
No, I think he's waiting for that next big job.
He is. He's had a good club, like Villa are a decent club. Got fucking hell, look at Tingio, what's his fucking name was?
Morgan Rogers. Unbelievable.
He's some talent.
Unbelievable.
Had Liverpool trying to buy him at the end of the window. We'd spoke about it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something happened, didn't it, within their club last in the summer, and they were going to part ways with him because they knew they could have got a few quid for him. But fuck me, that'd have been the biggest mistake they could have made. He's galvanised them. But you know, one thing with Emery, Ross, is he knows how to coach a team. He's relentless with it, isn't he?
I may be wrong again, but wasn't Emery the one that went like? Didn't he win not the Champions League? What's the one? The UEFA.
Europa League's back to back, yeah.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I do think he's waiting for that big job. But if Villa go on and finish in top 4 again now, like let's be honest, they're not that far off the top anyway. They're above us still, I think.
They're not going to win the league, but they're not going to fall out the top 4.
No, like he's got him playing really well, and like Morgan Rogers, mate. I pray to God we're in for a save for him, but because they had financial issues, didn't they, last summer? I think
that's why Morgan Rogers was going to be one that they cashed in. You know, question for you just before we go, because I know you're busy and I'm fucking sick of talking about Liverpool.
Go on.
Harvey Elliott, what would you do with him in January?
I'd bring him back. I think the current system we're playing would suit Harvey Elliott more than the system last year. I'd bring him back. What's the point? All he's going to do is lose value if he stays at Villa. So bring him back, give him some minutes.
That probably is the best way to sum it up. He's losing value now. Do you know what, Ross? He'd give a lot more for Liverpool than he would for fucking Villa coming off the bench.
Well, 100%. Like you're talking about Harvey Elliott being a 50 million pound signing last year. Like if he just sits on a bench, but I read somewhere, don't Villa have to activate the termination?
I think so.
We can't recall him apparently. I thought Villa had to activate the termination. They have to pay a fee, but whether they do that, I don't know. I may be wrong again.
No, it's got to be $1 million or $2 million. Fucking hell, they've probably got that in their arse pocket.
Well, yeah, I'd bring Elliott back. He loves the club as well. Like him and his old man absolutely adore the club.
Do you know what? The way Liverpool are going, Ross, they've got some big injuries. Liverpool would be stupid to fucking even try and push Villa for the fee. They'd be better saying just bring him back and we'll fucking wipe the fee. Just get him back to Liverpool and it gives us another option. But this time will tell. But Ross, Kop of the Morning. I hope you had a good Christmas. I hope you had a good Happy New Year. Liverpool fucked it up on day 1 of the year. That's how fucking good we are at the minute. We didn't even make it to at least the 2nd of fucking Jan. Just fucked it on fucking day 1.
We'll be back. We'll be back. I know we will.
We will be back. We'll always be back, and we'll be here all the way through. Yeah. People can either laugh at us or they can fucking scream with us. But at the end of the day, with the good days of winning league titles, lads, you'll have these bad days as well. And this is what makes Liverpool an unbelievable football club, lad, because they get back to the top. Man United are going right to the bottom, so fuck them. Do you know what I mean? But look, Ross, we dusted ourselves down. It's tough. I'd be fuming if Liverpool go and beat Arsenal at the Emirates after last night.
I fucking hope we go to beat them. It's my first time at the Emirates, and it's the first time we're meeting in person as well. So yeah. Hopefully we get a good
fighting at the end of it. You fucking got this is your fault.
We'll be on the pod the next day with black eyes a lot.
Pod's cancelled. Fuck him. But look, lads, as always, I appreciate you. You're doing a lot of work for us, and you even created stickers and stickers. I'm usually the sticker creator on WhatsApp, so be aware of them. But you've helped us with thumbnails and everything recently, lads, and we really appreciate it. But Let's hope the Reds cheer us up. We certainly need it, but we'll be back. We're doing a preview tomorrow. I don't know if Ross will be available. We will find out because he keeps us entertained with his Hendersons and fucking whatever he said before.
A mid-pod stroke, innit?
But look, Reds, keep the faith. Try and cheer up. If not, Liverpool put you to sleep. So in a bit, boys.